Hello and welcome to another Aggies Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So today we're going to be reviewing this fella. So from Lenton Brewery and Castle Rock Brewery, a collaboration brew called Choc. Now I've got to be honest, I had not seen it before. It says it's dark chocolate mild, 5.6%, so it's definitely down the Raggy Avenue as it were. So I've just been on, quick tangent, just been on BBC Weather website. It says 80-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm thinking, yeah, but my gazebo's getting battered. Just been on Met Office, 30-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm thinking, that's more like it. So don't believe BBC Weather. Anyway, back to normal function times. Let's get on and let's pour some beer. So Lenton Lane Brewery, I've got to be honest lads, sad as it sounds, and as a beer reviewer even sadder because I'm gutted I didn't know about you. But thanks to adventurebeer.com, great bloke from Sherwood, mile away from my house, love his business model, and a nice bloke as well, and he's doing a job that I would absolutely love to do. Going round, getting beers from each brewery, talking to them, getting the inside info. What's not to love? Delivering beers to beer lovers up and down Nottinghamshire and beyond. It's a fantastic job, and his business model for me beyond coronavirus will only grow because people, I love beers, but I love beers from, well, as you can see if you look at the back of me, there's quite a few beers from all sorts of breweries. So, you know, it's a hobby that I've grown and I love doing. I love talking about beers. I love drinking them. I don't love hangovers, but hey, who does? But I love supporting local businesses as well. So for me, it's great. It's great about Lenton Brewery. Didn't know about you. I've drank your 200 not out. Whew, that's a cracker of a beer. I've got Pecco Smash to review. I had to give one bottle away to a mate, but it was his birthday. He drank it last night and I'm there thinking, I ain't drank that yet. And tonight, Castle Choc. Now, Castle Rock Brewery, what can I say? I've known these, well, known about these folks for a long time. Harvest Pale, fantastic pale ale. 3.7%. To me, better from the cask and draft than it is from the bottle. Well, the bottle that's contract brewed by Marston's isn't as good as straight from the makers themselves. Sorry Marston's, but you know, you don't make it as good as the actual people. But it's still a similar, but not quite got that Nottingham, you know. But still a good bit. Elsie Mo, what a classic of a beer. And it's just left my mind altogether. Screech Owl, another great beer. Kiss Me Kate, another one. And I also did reviewed two of their craft beers, and I can't remember the names for the life of me. No, that's old age for you. 49 now, yeah, I'm getting old. Feel it, I know. But anyway, good to see local breweries collaborating, and it is the thing. Make sure it's on full view there. Get that glass away from my hand. So lovely black pour. I'd say a tan head. Definite chocolate on the aroma, and it is chocolate, so it should have chocolate on the aroma. Let's be fair. Dark chocolate and mild. Oh, I'm looking forward to this little puppy. Now, as I was saying before, you know, obviously, I still have to work. You know, this is only a hobby for me. One day, you know, going around the country, reviewing beers, going around to breweries, doing virtual brewery tours, chatting to the people, seeing what, you know, it's all really so interesting for me. Done in the right way, you know. I mean, I've done the same on my video games website, chatting, doing interviews and that, virtual interviews rather than face to face. And for me, it's definitely an avenue that I want to as this hobby gets bigger, I hope it will. You know, one never knows. That comes the thing. But in the meantime, I'm also looking at going down the self-employed route and being a gardener. But being a gardener that does brewery pubs and that, you know, it could be a very interesting thing, doing reviews of those pubs, and especially if it's not a mega brewery, you know, if it's a smaller brewery, they've only got 5 or 6 pubs looking after their gardens, and it could be a very interesting way for me to, one, to go self-employed, 2, to look after the pubs, and 3, to also, via the YouTube channel, you know, chat about those pubs and breweries, and you know, share thoughts and that sort of thing. Yes. And as a genuine great gardener and a beer reviewer, you know, it'd be like ticking the box on both scores. Hey, one can dream, can't you? Yeah. Yeah. It's a pipe dream. Will it happen? Who knows? Do I want it to happen? What, me going around doing pubs? Oh yes. Looking after the pubs, getting all the gardens looking brilliant. And then, oh, my gazebo's getting battered. And then also, getting one of each of the beers, taking it home. Hopefully not as part of payment. Taking it home, you know, paying for the beers but getting a bit cheaper. And reviewing them beers and reviewing the pub and its hospitality. It's got to be the way, hasn't it? Anyway, back to this fella. I do apologise for the bubbling in the background. It's not me. I haven't got a dodgy back. I've not been drinking the prune juice wine. It is 2 brews at the same time I've got going. Definitely getting the chocolate. Definitely getting the roastiness. Into fruit somewhere in there. Am I right? I don't know. And let me do a quick search on Google, see if anything comes up. I'm not sure if it will. So, I should have done that before I put the thing on there. Castle Choc from Lenton Lane Brewery and Castle Rock Brewery. Did I say Castle Rock? I'm sure I said Castle Choc. Castle Choc from Lenton Lane Brewery and Castle Rock Brewery. It's done Castle Rock again. You stupid boy. We'll be there in a minute. I've put Castle Cock now. How do you spell Choc? Yeah, that's better. And I promise, this is only the second beer of the day. I'm not abbreviated. Well, not yet. So, vegan friendly, £3.80 a bottle. I obviously bought this from adventurebeer.com. Well, I didn't, my wife did. You know, as part of my birthday beer haul. 68 quid's worth of beers. So, a luscious chocolate mild, brewed in collaboration with Castle Rock. Some of Lenton's other beers, Lenton Lane Brewery's other beers, 36 degrees north, Atlas Stout, 200 not out. I've had 200 not out, it was an absolute perler. And obviously, as you can tell, Nottingham breweries, I'm from Nottingham all my life. Do I want to leave? Not really, unless I won the lottery, you know. But hey, we've all got pipe dreams, haven't we? You know. I'd love to live in Orlando and go to Disney World and Universal every day. But I suppose after a year or 2 it might get boring. And I do actually mean that. Good to see milds coming back in. There was a time when I'd be working in Sainsbury's, stocking the shelves. People come up, excuse me, have you got any mild? Sorry, no, don't stock it. Have you got anything close to it? And it's like, no. The only mild I could remember at the time was, I think it was Freight's, and they're mild. And obviously nowadays Banks do a mild, St. Peter's do a mild brewery, and their mild's absolutely exceptional. The taste in that is to be believed. I think you can only get it nationally in a 4-pack of their best, a mixed 4-pack. And I think only Waitrose sell that, so something to note if you're a mild fan. A Blue Monkey do a mild as well, and I think Ashover Brewery, they do a mild as well. I think I got one from them the other week. Oh, there you go. That one, Nodder mild, a traditional dark ruby mild. So I have such a collection of beers, and I need to make room on here so I can get all these beers off the floor. I've now got a total of 50 beers all sat on the floor instead of being sat on one of a shelf or something. But hey, that's the thing about having a hobby, isn't it? You know, and a love of what you do. You know, I wouldn't be doing beer reviews if I didn't actually like what I'm doing. You know, obviously, like everybody else, you know, you want to get more popular and all that, but that's, you know, that's just a natural progression in life. And you know, there's beers all around the country. In fact, there's beers all around Nottingham that I've never tried. And then around the world, I mean, God, you know, I don't think you'd ever catch up. If you started now drinking every single beer you could, one, it might not be good for your health, but I don't think you'd ever catch up. You know, which is why it's probably a good thing not everybody reviews the same beers. It's probably a good thing that we all are very different. Are there any other beer reviewers in Nottingham? Probably. You know, not that I know of. Don't really watch other people's reviews, to be honest. Don't really want to change the way I review beers. You know, I've got my own way, and hopefully it's palatable to people who watch it. Although I've not had many people slag me off, which is probably a good thing. Destroy my confidence. I'd probably walk away and not do more beer reviews. Loving the chocolatey taste, the roastiness, and a hidden element that I can't get my hands on. Not at the moment, anyway. But as you know, when you're drinking a pint, you've got to let it get that far down before your palate has been cleansed with that pint, and then you might pick up more flavours. Sometimes, depends on the beer you're drinking, obviously, you know. Got a right good twang to it, I'll say that about it. And what I do love is collaboration brews. Especially, let's be fair, wherever you live in the country, the big brewery, that would be Castle Rock, because they've got national stage, like Morrison's and Asda and Tesco, with, not Sainsbury's though, eh? It always peed me off at Sainsbury's, but let's not go down that road. I did tell them many times to stock local beers, but they've got national stage with Castle Rock, with Harvest Pale rather. But for the big brewery to help the smaller breweries out, whether they are smaller breweries, you know, I don't know the sales of these breweries. My gazebo, BBC weather. But yeah, but big breweries helping little breweries out. It's a fantastic thing. You know, we're all in this together, and you know, all businesses. You know, if you've got pennies to spend, support your local business. It's the right thing, isn't it? I've been around Nottingham in the lockdown, and when I've done my Saturday work and I've got the odd few extra pennies, I've gone to local breweries, businesses, and bought from them. And yes, it may only be 30 or 40, 50 quid, whatever. Yeah, I may pay overpriced for some of these beers, but hey, you know, that money going into the community, and it all helps keep, well, the country going in some ways. So there's a lot of rich people out there that could be buying stuff just to help keep the country afloat. I mean, we're all in it, aren't we? we're all going to get stung by big tax bills at some stage. You can only see it happening. Which is why, really, going self-employed might be a great thing. Looking after pubs, doing their gardens. Hey, imagine that. Looking after the Titanic pubs, looking after the Lenton Lane, well I don't know about Lenton, I don't think you've got any pubs, but certainly that Castle Rock, Lincoln Green, especially in the Nottingham area, so it's not too far. Getting their gardens absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm talking myself into it, aren't I? Hey, I might get absolutely nowhere and get blown apart, yeah. But it's as a gardener and as a beer fan, it would be the blending, you like that, don't you? The blending of two of my, one being a gardener and loving gardening, and one being someone who loves beers, and doing both jobs, and the pride that I would get from that. Wow. I've talked myself into it. I'm going to have to, you know, I would have thought that most breweries would have their own contracts already contracted out doing gardens. But hey, you know. Definitely an interesting route to go down. 16 minutes! I do apologise, I'm only halfway down. It's amazing when you're talking about something you love, how long you can talk about it. It's like being in the pub, isn't it? We all want to get back in pubs. We all want to, you know, one, support our local pubs, as we should do. Two, have a decent beer in a pub and have a chat. You know, getting out there. Lockdown has been hard. It's been hard on me, and I've been working the whole time. But it's been hard mentally on people. And just to get out there, talk to strangers. You know, in my job, talking to strangers is a lot of what I do. As a gardener, you know, you talk to residents, but where I live anyway, where I work rather. And, you know, talking to people, it's good for you. It's good for your mental health. And the ability to go out and have a meal somewhere, you know, get a nice meal. My bloody gazebo's getting ripped to bits. And not only that, my plants are taking a suffering as well, because the gazebo keeps brushing across the plants. Well, one thing, there'll be tough plants by the end of it, or dead. But anyway, back to the beer. I'm enjoying this. This is why this is a long review. You may have noticed that some of the longest reviews are the beers that I don't want to drink fast. I want to take my time over and enjoy. Or it's the review where you've caught me for when I'm in the mood to rant. I've got to keep the door open because these two are chucking up so much. I think it's carbon dioxide when they chuck out. You know when it's turning it from. Oh, it's definitely ripping my gazebo apart. I can see one of my weights on the outside, whereas it's normally on the inside. So that's not a good sign. Damn. Looks like the gazebo will be going down for a few days. Annoying is the word. But I suppose British weather, you know, you have to expect it, don't you? So, chocolate, a roasty toasty flavour to it, and there's a twang there. I can't get the twang. If anybody from Lenton Brewery or Castle Rock can go further on what I'm tasting, because obviously, oh my poor gazebo. I was hoping the wind would start dropping down. Yeah, if anybody watches and can comment and tell me what if I'm close to what I should be getting close to and what that twang is, please fill me in on the comments, not anything else. I don't go down that route, but obviously a lot of people do. Oh, so I'm actually feeling rather, not drunk, but certainly chilled. And certainly I need to do another, if I'm going to do another review, it's going to have to be in a while. But anyway, nice decent tasting beer. And that wind is totally doing my nutting. So, wet mind, I was at Sainsbury's earlier. Going round, what is it about supermarkets where you're in the queue and they tell you, don't touch your face, I'm in the queue. Itching like a twat. I get in the store and I've got the urge to cough. I'm like, trying to touch, because obviously my eye's itchy, but I don't go near my eye, so I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it creases you, it really does. So anyway, long review, I do apologise, another raggy long one. Okay. I throw the odd one in, off tangent, talking about life and looking for what I'm looking for in the future, and definitely, you know, self-employed, looking after gardens, 4 breweries, looking after pub gardens. Hey, do the gardening, have a beer, review the beer at the pub, and then next garden. Obviously not getting too drunk, obviously, in the process. What's not to love? So, near black in colour, tan head, light tan head, chocolate on the nose straight away, with a hint of roastiness. In the background, in the taste, chocolate, the roasty toastiness, and a hidden element that I couldn't get. It had a twang to it. Couldn't get that. Can't win them all. Overall, a nice pint. Available at Lenton Lane's Brewery, but also at adventurebeer.com, where I actually bought it from. I haven't seen it at Castle Rocks, to be funnily enough. And I do tend to scan the websites as often as I can. For me, being brutally honest, yeah, a really nice mild. Something different to the standard mild, like a more newer mild, a more craft mild rather than an old-fashioned mild. And an interesting beer nonetheless, with good strength, because milds tend to be below 4%. This being 5.6% was alright. Yep. That's some good wallop to it, and I'm really feeling it as well. It's proper got me. And the best beers, let's be fair, all I drank before this was I think it was a 4.8% lager. So I've drank this, and what you'll find out with a lot of beers, when they're new to you, the first time you drink them, it gives you a walloping. And this beer has given me one of them. So it's a good beer. Out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Really liked it. Really interesting beer to me. I mean, I do like darker beers, so this is straight down the raggy avenue. And that's it from this beer review. Thanks everyone for watching and subscribing. Thanks to Adventure Beer, obviously, for selling it me, Lenton Lane and Castle Rock for making it, and see you soon. Stay safe. And I need to lie down now, I feel battered. Cheers.